That's a game. No, that's a game. Me and Ted will fuck each other over.
Alright,
We can take our
I'm taking
shoes
control
off
of
and
this. I'm
activate
taking
traps.
control of this. Okay. So, I'd like to thank you guys for joining me in my very first podcast for
you,
the
bitch.
Rocket Lounge. And I see we're already going to be mature about this, you son of a bitch. So, I know you're wondering what the discussion's going to be about, especially you, Kane. And it's about Battlefront. So that's going to be our whole thing.
Come on, for fuck's sake, Richard.
That's funny.
We've been
That's
on
funny.
this discussion for fucking days.
Hold on. It's not the game. It's about the DLC.
Okay, fair enough.
Exactly.
What DLC, actually?
Let me get to my point.
Yeah,
Now,
I had to ask on that.
Star Wars Battlefront has having like 4 DLCs. And it's going to be... The first one that's coming out is called Outer Rim.
Did it make the game fun?
That's not a question for you to
Low
ask
blow,
right now,
man.
dickweed.
I have
Low
to go
blow.
there. I have to go there.
Yeah, I know
No.
what you're doing.
That was horrible.
Well, my basic qualm about this is... You know how much I love Battlefront. I think it was worth $60, yes. But
Ricky.
about what? Ted?
You should probably explain what's all in the DLC before you start talking about it,
Yeah, you should
Let
actually.
me get to that first, Ted.
and then talk about your critiques of it.
No, let me
Thanks.
talk. Just
Just explain the DLC, then say what your thoughts
this
are
is
on it.
my thing, and I'll do it the way I was about to, because I was about to goddamn explain it in a second.
Well, hurry the fuck up, you're boring me.
Yeah. This is
You're boring
this
everyone,
is
you
why
dick.
this is why I drink. Because of you two. So
Everybody's bored now.
basically, Star Wars Battlefront has 4 DLC.
Brrr.
One of them is Outer Rim, and that's the one that comes out in 2 days, something like that. And this one has piece of shit in my like content. So it's like DICE DLC for Battlefield, where it's about 4 maps. So that's good on itself. We get 4 new maps for Battlefront if we choose to buy it. Now, the thing that really pisses me off is the things that are coming here. So one is the iconic heroes that are coming, which are basically the new villain and hero, which is Greedo and I'm gonna fuck this up.
The pilot for Lando. Lando's side pilot.
him. So
The Sullus.
the qualm about that is they have the fucking characters already on that in the game, and you're basically just paying for a skin there,
Are they using the same skills?
and it's so
Really?
yeah, it's pretty much fucking stupid. They probably just got a little more health with a little more damage, and that's just like a program tweak.
Are they actually using the same skills though?
I don't know. It doesn't say here, but
Then I would say no, they're not the same.
shit. Well, anyway, I'll talk and then I'll let you guys have your own little piece. So
Okay.
let me give you the link so you can actually look at that here. I'll just put it on this piece of shit. So the other one is the weapons. You get 2 new weapons. It's the V10 rifle and the DT12 blaster pistol. And they're giving you 3 new cards, which is a scattergun, a deoxys grenade, and adrenaline stim star cards, which I don't even know what the fuck those are. But you can guess what it does by the fucking name itself, adrenaline. Hello. So, that one, we are getting a new game mode, which is Extraction. And I don't really know how that's going to end up being. But I'm really pissed off with this DLC, because it's really not a lot. Like, at all. And I guess you could say... do you guys know what fucking... Like, we got a lot more with Battlefield DLC. Even though it was fucking $15. For what, like 4 maps and a vehicle? Like, it felt more.
The biggest question I have to ask first. How much is this one DLC cost at the moment?
I can look it up, but go ahead and... By the looks of it, what do you think? Let's start with Ted.
Well, jumping to the heroes, because we already know the maps are cool. I mean, I can't really argue with fucking Solus or Tatooine, even though we have similar maps.
Mhm.
I'm cool with it doing it. Heroes, it looks like Nia Noob is gonna be like a sniper and shit. That's stuff I see you loving, Ricky. So I'm willing to see what they're gonna do with it. I don't imagine they'll have the same skills as Han Solo. However, Greedo is, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with him. I'm imagining a mix between Boba Fett and Solo, but as long as it isn't a complete cookie-cutter bullshit, I'm digging it.
There's a gameplay
I'm liking it.
trailer out for it too, but I'm looking it up and it appears
Because-
it's going to be $15 for just by itself.
Hmm.
Which is why you should... Well, I'm not going to promote anything right now, so...
I'm
anyway.
actually going to say I think $15 is quite fair, actually.
I think for a new mode, some new maps, and new
new
cards,
characters.
and new heroes,
If these new,
it's possibly worth it.
I think
if these new heroes have unique attacks and skills, then yes. If not, then no.
Right.
What
It'd
I
be
like
like
is that they're not the stereotypical bullshit
Yes.
heroes we would always expect.
I was about to mention that. I like
guess
how
I'll
it's
say that.
Greedo and I'm going to say Nenum. I'm not sure about that. Like I would prefer Lando instead. Because
Yeah, we'll
Nenum seems like
probably eventually see that.
Nenum seemed like an outstretched character that not even many people remember. Like anyone probably only remember his face because you only see it in Pekin Lando when he uses the Millennium Falcon. But characters say Lando or or one of the other characters that you may have seen.
I think that's the point. I think that's the point. Is that we don't see a lot of these guys. Like fucking Greedo fucking dies.
No, thing is, Greedo is famous to some degree.
Yeah, because he didn't.
Nenum, he was only in one scene in the last movie.
That was Greedo.
A couple scenes, but yeah, he was in there close to the end of the fucking movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you can argue Greedo had only one scene as well.
Wasn't the pilot Lando's pilot or co-pilot in Force Awakens too? I'm trying to remember if he was like for like a brief second.
Wait, say it again.
Like Lando's co-pilot, one of the I don't know what his name is. Was he in Force Awakens? I think he was for like a few scenes.
Fuck if
If
I
he
know,
was?
I think he was.
If
He was like standing at the table maybe with when it was with
He was
not
like
the bar
Akbar where he
scene.
goes. Or when he had that
No,
one line.
it's Star Wars. It's where Leia had everyone
spoiler
around the
warning.
table.
For what?
Where Leia had everyone around the table.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And it's not really spoiler if you don't know what the fuck's going on in the scene. I'm just saying it's
been
like
3
a park
months.
scene.
If you haven't
a
watched
game,
it, I have no
yeah.
sympathy for you already.
At this point, yeah, it's kind of like what the
I've
fuck.
already
not?
seen the
Kane.
damn thing 3 times.
Fucking Kane.
I just like to say it because I like to prepare for people who bitching and moaning. Oops.
Yeah, well, we're not exactly having millions of people bust down the fucking door and saying something. But still, I guess I appreciate your little bullshit political correctness.
Okay.
Hey, it might as well do it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Heroes I'm fine.
Alright, so heroes you're fine.
Heroes I'm okay with. It depends, like, if they have unique skills, unique attacks and all that stuff, or like shenanigans, then yes, fine. I'm okay with that. I'm actually supportive of that. Because it especially means there'll be more choices in the hero versus villains.
Right.
The weapons, I approve of both of these greatly.
I guess the only reason I'm not really liking this DLC, because I'm a little biased, is because it's Battlefront. I expect a lot of different kinds of shit, like more shitness. That's probably why it's bugging me so much.
I actually want to point one thing out. I actually hope the 10 rifle has the underslung grenade launcher it's meant to have. If it doesn't, then I'd be disappointed. For those who don't know, the V10 rifle is the weapon that Boshok uses. And you don't know who Boshok is, or Bosak, or whatever his name is. He's the Trandonian mercenary who was seen on the Death Star, not Death Star, I think it's the Executioner.
Right.
Executor. I don't know if he was there then. He was on the ship with Darth Vader
Fuck
at
up
the time.
Just shut the fuck up.
yeah, you're kind of losing the audience here, buddy. Anyway.
I like people to know.
Alright. Well, let's hear what Matt has to say, and then on his point.
Let's talk about the star cards. Yeah.
Matt, what do you think about the heroes?
Honestly, an interesting choice to say the least. Gets people to interested in a bit more of the lore and stuff.
Lawrence. Oh, lore, yeah. I don't know why I heard you say Lawrence. Can you imagine if you play as a hero? Like, my name is Lawrence. Hear my cry. I have the unlimited power here, you son of a bitch.
Are you the Senate?
I am the Senate.
I'm actually going to interject on what Matt said. I don't think people will be like that. It'd be more like, oh hey, who the hell is this character? Why should I care more? Rather than...
Yes, that is a fair possibility.
Yeah, 'cause
But it also still poses the question, who are these people? It generally either will spark a bit of interest, or, well, general curiosity, or nothing.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to say...
Take what I did in high school. You remember the chess club, Richard?
Yeah.
I sold crap tons, merely for just kind of setting a box of candy in front of me and piquing people's curiosity.
You just like advertising
I
right there in
like
front
how
of you.
Matt mentions a fucking scenario with only one person in this bloody podcast actually knows.
Hey,
As if
it's
everybody
good.
else knows.
It's not like you can't imagine it.
Yeah, well, basically think of this.
Yeah.
In Chess Cup, what they had was, if we wanted to go out and do certain things, like, we had these rectangle boxes that say Twix or some kind of brand on it, and we left the top open, and it's full of candy. Each box was, like, pretty much like $30 worth of candy. Now, the thing I did was, I used to sell candy for a little more, so we had Hershey's Cookies and Cream. So I like to eat all of those myself. So we also had little lollipops that would, what would, like 20 cents, 25 cents or some shit like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I sold them for like $1.75, and people thought I was chipping them off, which I was. But I needed to pay for those fucking cookie bars. So that was pretty funny. Anyway, back to the...
Yeah, he apparently jacked up the prices. I piqued people's curiosity.
Yeah, I didn't go around other people when I was selling those fucking things.
Oh.
Yeah.
The weapons and the star card. Let's
Yeah.
move on to those now. As I said, I greatly support the weapon, as long as the V10 rifle is actually how it's meant to be. If you don't have the grenade launcher with it, then that's gonna be shit. No honesty.
And what... Scattergun. That's basically what... shotgun, I'm assuming it's gonna be.
It's most likely, it's either going to... well, judging by the star card, excuse me, it looks like a shotgun of some
What I'm
sort.
really interested in is that Deoxys grenade. I have no idea what that's gonna be. I just want another grenade that's gonna sound like a... What's it? The thermal imploder.
It's a gas grenade.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a gas grenade.
Yeah.
I guess Darth Vader will be fine, since he has a mask and all. Foolish rebels! I have a gas filter inside this helmet.
Breathing filter, but whatever.
Don't know why I did a Bane voice for Darth Vader.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I guess it's better than nothing.
I suppose. Let's see. New locations. Blast enemies. I know we get Jabba's throne room, which is good.
Yeah, the thing seems to be fighting through the first location is fighting on the platforms of Solist and fighting through the Jabba's throne room.
My
So
gripe with this...
I'm
Go on.
guessing that you would be fighting through the entirety of Jabba's palace, or at least a majority of it.
I just want to be a Jabba the Hutt as a villain. I think that would be fucking hilarious, seeing a big Jabba, like, wriggling around, and then, like, you turn a corner, Ted, and then this big old fucking Jabba's right in front of you. You're like, what? And he eats you. That could be his big, fucking finish for his strong attack. He just eats you.
Jesus.
Then we can have, a Leia with her bikini outfit, with a chain in her hand, and that could be his Bane, where he chokes him.
Alright,
That'd be...
let's see.
Matt...
Trying
Go on, Dad.
to think about if there's anything really interesting about the new locations before moving to the game mode and some other thoughts.
No, honestly, my thoughts with the new quote-unquote new location, there's already Tatooine map, there's already Sullust map. You can argue they're in different locations, yeah? Why not have something interesting? Why not have... Well, I actually about to say Hoth, didn't realise wait a minute there is Hoth.
You funny.
Why not have Yavin 4, where you can say that's just another Endor of some sort? Why not have the other maps? In fact, why not have
at least this
Why not
image-
have Camino? Hell, it's a
that's
new
not a bad one,
location and new planet altogether.
Well, yeah, but it's also been done the hell out of before. Just saying.
I mean, the majority of the battles will most likely be from the main movies. Which begs the question, I do not recall Sullust being in the movies.
Right.
Solus was
No,
never
it
in the
isn't. Yeah.
movies.
It's mostly for the new episode 7. It's
So-
basically after Endor, there was a battle, or was that Jakku? only?
Is there any plans for Cloud City? I do know that the Death Star plan.
Yes, there's going to
Right.
be on one of the DLCs that are coming out later. I think it's Cloud City, or was it Bespin? What is it called?
Death Star's one of them.
Bespin.
Bespin, yeah.
Bespin was the place Cloud City was on.
Yeah, that's going to be in one of the DLCs in the future.
Oh, that sucks.
And the only thing I don't know about is there's 4 DLC coming, and then the 4th one is still a mystery. We already know there's going to be Bespin, then there's going to be one for fighting on the Death Star, which that one has me intrigued a lot. I would love to fight the
Me
Death Star.
too. I
I'm
want.
gonna cheese it and say let's do something with Mustafar. Just saying.
That's what you have, what is it? Basically Celeste.
Oh,
I mean,
justifies it
this
for me.
image looks like it's gonna be something similar, but I would like to cheese it for once.
I would like to kick a guy or force push him straight into the laser of the Death Star.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Just force push.
What the fuck?
It's like
It was just fire.
the
off
laser
jet,
shoots
random
off.
planet,
Yeah,
man.
the laser just shoots off like every once in a while. But that one good hit you do with Luke, you just force push him, and he goes so far inside the
No,
fucking
you just need
laser.
to force Palpatine into it.
Yeah. Oh, that too. I can,
Unlimited.
yeah. He just like
Pretty much.
you could, as a stormtrooper, you could just run away, and then you can kind of bait him to force a jump straight into it.
Oh god,
Well,
that would be
honestly,
the worst.
I could,
What I wouldn't
That'd be the
mind,
worst.
actually, what I wouldn't mind is maybe a match on a Star Destroyer.
That
one
wouldn't be
reason.
too bad.
I wouldn't
Me-
mind
Or we
that.
could just have space combat.
Yeah, Space
We'll
Combat must
avoid
be a
that. Let's
fucking
avoid that
monster, yeah.
discussion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm going to keep bitching about that. I'm going to be honest, that's one of my favorite things about Star Wars.
anyway, next item on the
Back to
thing.
the maps, because I'm still...
Let's
like I
move
said,
to the. Let's move to the.
No, I
game mode.
want to extend the maps a bit more, because I still don't like the fact it's still Sullust, it's still Tatooine. Why not a different planet? I mean, yeah, sure,
It's
Jabba
because
Cross
they
can be more
practically
different.
already happened, I think. They don't want to stray too much from certain things, from what I take it.
Well, ultimately, it also depends on how much DLC they plan on pumping out as well. Like the free
Yeah,
ones.
I mean,
we don't know what's coming.
I already know.
mean, if-
Besides the planned ones.
I already know
if
they're
the
not going to
four-
do anything Force Awaken related. At least not
Probably
now.
not.
But
They only did
I'm
Jakku,
still
which is
having
like,
a little
yeah.
bit of hope for the 4th DLC.
Yeah.
If they said anything from if they're only going to use things that are actually, well, basically lore related, Corfu's the one. That's still in the universe. That's canon. There's several other places as well. And I still think they could do either a Super Star Destroyer, because they are big and they can be a good fight and stuff. Like I can see that happening. Or even just simple things like the other ones
It'd
have.
be just like the boarding party on the. Oh yeah, New Hope, the boarding scene. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that
Well,
would
wasn't
me-
it?
I'm
Yeah, it
gonna be
wasn't
honest.
it?
What I mean honest, in Battlefront 2, and this is the only time I'm going to be mentioning Battlefront 2. Hampton 4 was still one of my favourite maps.
Hmm.
I would love to play that again. I would honestly love to go through Hampton 4 again.
give it a while. I'm pretty sure there'll be a mod available soon somehow.
Okay, so next one is the new game mode.
I like it.
Let's see. Rebel forces have entered some of the most dangerous places in the Outer Rim in order to extract a valuable shipment of resources. Now they must
Drugs.
bring the shipment to their transport ship before time runs out. The Empire has
drugs.
arrived to stop them from reaching the extraction point. I read this, but it totally blew over my head. So many.
I'm going to be on... Let me
It
be
seems
honest.
like a reverse capture, well, a one-sided capture the flag.
I'm going to be honest, there's not much description here. Like, I would like to see how many players and whatnot.
This
Like, I imagine it's the 8v8.
this reminds me
maybe.
of what's that game mode? Well, it's basically extraction on Resident Evil Raccoon Operations or Operation Raccoon City, where you have
Oh,
to
you mean
take
the,
out
the T virus?
Yeah, you have to get like
Is
the T virus samples from
that-
the other enemy team.
Yeah.
This, no, to be honest, this game will sound like a one-man capture the flag. In a, well, not capture the flag, but where you're one-man... I just say capture the flag or or domination in a Unreal tournament game, where you're gonna plant the bomb by getting the bomb in that area.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a one-man time one. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind the one-man versions of it, but they're interesting. Because it allows the one team to be completely aggressive, the other team has to be completely defensive. The Empire has to be defensive, the Rebels have to be aggressive. There's no splitting your team into two. And it ultimately comes down to who had the better defenders, who had the better aggressors. Because that eventually gets boring, because you just can't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
This one seems more interesting because, I'm honest, as an Empire, you can be quite aggressive. You can deliberately run to a certain area and just take them down. It also depends on how many shipments of things are transport. If it's just one, I can see that being an issue. But if it's several, then that's actually interesting.
Alright, well, on that note.
I mean,
The new
ultimately,
game mode would be pretty much fun, but it does sound like it's going to be like a capture the flag in a sense.
Yeah.
I wonder if you
Yeah.
have to kill the other guy that's holding your piece in order to score. That could probably be one of the
I have a
things that
feeling
you have to
what
do.
the game mode's going to be like is, in the first round, you have the people who was of Rebels and Empires. Then the Rebels get, let's say, get 2 scores. They go to the next round, and then whoever who was on Empire are now swapped to Rebels. Vice versa for Rebels to the Empires. And then the Rebels who have to get the more scores than the last team. That's what it feels like. I imagine, at least.
Alright. I think that does it for Battlefront, at least.
Or they arrive in dropships as the rebels are shooting up the whole place, taking the drugs, and getting the hell out of there.
The space drugs? Medi drugs?
Many meds.
No,
Medi-meds.
they're not Medi-meds because they don't provide any help.
Well, you don't know what kind of wounds they're trying to fix, but
Honestly,
Depression.
honestly, if they come in like in a dropship, like the Rebels spawn, and then the Empire spawn in a dropship, and you gotta wait for the Empire to get down,
Right.
that would be pretty neat. I would actually like that. But alas, I think I'm gonna give DICE too much credit to do that.
Well, like a mad dash, and then here comes the Empire.
Yeah, like a mad dash, and then the Empire had it got like a maybe 10-second head start, and the Empire's here. But I can see that having quite a few issues.
And they step off in waves and stuff.
Yeah, I can still see a few issues with that, mainly for balance. But ultimately, I'm giving DICE too much credit to think out the box. I'm probably just gonna imagine they have a
Considering I just did that.
oh, yeah, but this is DICE though. This is DICE under the control of EA.
Yeah.
Maybe
they
it's just
did
for
a
balance
good
issues
job
that
there.
they don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, true, there is a thing, but this is under EA. I highly doubt if that thing. The thing is, I can imagine DICE doing what we just said in the correct, nice, balanced way. Like, we give it really balance. At least some decent balancing. But again, I just doubt it will happen. I would love for it to happen, but I doubt it.
Yeah. Alright then. Well,
I mean,
Okay.
I would give the DLC some try.
Okay, King.
Matt, do you have any final words to say about the DLC?
It sucks.
Sweet.
It sounds interesting, but as of right now, I don't have a whole lot of information, so I'm not going to give a full judgment on it.
Do you think it would be better to get the season pass and just think of it as a whole? Worth it, or just individual ones?
Monetarily wise, it'll be better to get the season pass, but then again, those who want to wait to see what they're going to get should probably wait anyway.
Especially for that 4th unknown DLC.
Yeah, I would kind of
Because,
say
I'm
agree
going to
on
enjoy
that.
it, because I got a season pass. I'm not a little bitch.
Well, alright. So that's it for the Battlefront wise. Still got a little more time left on this podcast, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to a little bit of
Force
news from
Awakens,
before.
spoilers ahead.
Yes, exactly. You know, Donald
Okay,
Trump
what
is
now?
in the movie and he says, "I am your father, Han Solo."
That's what now?
Let's make the Empire great again. Let's put this wall up and then put a bunch more Death Stars.
Actually, there is something you I need to
Let's
see
just make
because
a bigger Death Star.
Yeah, just,
Fuck it.
Yeah, just bigger ones. Anyway, so other news, if you guys haven't heard, Xbox is getting cross-platform play with the Rocket League. And that
old
means-
news.
Yeah, I know that, but
I am happy about this. But this is one great step, honestly. As much as I'm a PC person, I don't really give a shit about console peasants.
Special for the console.
It is...
Well, if you play Rocket League, you could just stop all those consoles, or in your words, console peasants, to the dust when you're playing Rocket League.
But even then, it's enjoyable to have at least be able to play as one giant community and not one in separate three communities.
The main thing I like about this is because
it opens the door.
Yeah,
it
pretty
opens
much.
the big door.
And I'm hoping a lot more other games do this, because this basically is on the developer to do this kind of thing, like what the creators of Rocket League did. So things like, oh god, I don't even know what games. I just want more games that are multiplayer online. Like, I want to play Fallout online, even if it's with just a mod with other people.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Shit like that, or I don't know, more Resident Evil games could, like old ones can do that. Like I would, like I'm hoping Resident Evil Outbreak comes to the PS4 store so I can start playing that online.
Unrelated, but semi-related, speaking of Resident Evil, I recently watched Resident Evil Damnation 2 days ago. I actually really like it.
Oh yeah, I had enjoyed that game. Or not game, a movie. I meant to say movie. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that thing. But yeah, I'm really hoping a lot more other games do this. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. Unless you guys looking forward to seeing anything?
There was something I was going to mention, but then you said save it for a podcast. Now I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was.
Yeah, I could probably look at the chat.
That's what I'm doing. I'm doing right that now.
It's weird, they're both the same thing.
You guys talk so much shit. It's like, what the fuck is this?
For what?
Just random shit to each other.
That's because we live backing on each other.
I don't even remember when I mentioned this.
I don't see where I put it. Oh, here it is. Sugar tax.
Oh yeah, sugar tax. Thank you. What are your thoughts on sugar tax? Because that's a stupid fucking thing in my honest opinion.
What do you mean by sugar tax? Like just tax on sugar?
Soon there'll be a tax on any product that has sugar if it overs 100. I think it's over 50 grams of sugar, and if it's over 100 grams, you even get a bigger one. Effectively increasing the price of any sugar-based product.
Well, that kind of sucks, because I like my soda.
Yep.
I guess that affects a lot of people. That really loves to...
It will affect everyone in some way.
Especially for Ted, with all them diabetes things he eats.
What the hell are you talking about?
Nothing, little buddy.
Go and spit it out.
No.
Confess to your holy father.
The thing about the sugar tax is there is no indication of what it stops at.
It's basically
just a sugar tax. Yeah, which there's shit tons of things that has sugar in it.
Well, I am drinking a
Coca-Cola
vanilla Coke
sugar
right
tax.
now, and it has about 42 grams of sugar.
Yep.
So,
You're killing yourself.
I'm drinking some Pepsi Max cherry flavour, obviously, and it has apparently 0 sugar, apparently. But even then, it's like, this is sugar, it's in everything almost. It's even in our food we eat. Like, even food we actually cook.
we're basically
it's
fucked
in
out.
there.
Now, is it for every country, or is it just yours?
Every country. Well, mainly America.
Mainly America? The fuck?
I think it's mainly America. I'm gonna double check this.
Diabetes.
Maybe it'll
Diabetes.
get every single American to stop fucking eating so much.
But
Not the eating, it's the drinking.
The
You
country
can take our sugar, but you will never take our chicken.
True.
or watermelon.
What?
Really?
What did
Yes, really.
Oh, no, what did he say?
Really?
Or watermelon.
Watermelon.
Or watermelon.
Oh, watermelon. That's kind of subjective. Well, that depends on that one. Anyway, before more about
I
sugar
don't care
tax.
too much on the watermelon on my part.
Okay, so
Yeah, everybody
there'll be
loves
2 bands.
Everybody loves sugar. That's good enough. Anyway. So, with that said, I think we're good enough here. I'd like to thank you all for joining me on the podcast, and we'll see you again later. Say goodbye, everybody.
Later!
Peace.
You're flaming homosexual.
Thank you
Shut the
for
fuck
that
up, man.
lovely ending there, Kane. You can always Jew it up, you know that?
I know.
Bye.